Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching my channel. This is Tony the Ticker. I do mostly playthroughs, walkthroughs, stream. Right now we're going to be playing Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. This is going to be a partial blind walkthrough. I've already played through most of this, but I'd like to start over from the beginning and play through it with you guys. So without further ado, let's go.
We must go now.
Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly.
Xavier, the painting.
La maledicción. This way.
Signora, it is too late. Go.
No! Papa!
Senor, in here. Search them. Of course.
Paris in the spring. Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move. Non, monsieur, not la malédiction. Oh.
Stay back.
Once again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together. The gallery owner was dead.
Alright.
I guess sometimes
Let's do
playing
this.
the hero doesn't...
First, go to some settings. Turn that music off. And back.
Hey, my company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. just 90,000 for this one. The door was locked with a keypad. The wires from the camera ran into the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery. If I could get the code to the keypad, I might be able to shed some light on the crime. The alarm still worked on that painting. I wondered why the stolen painting's alarm hadn't sounded. The stolen painting was called La Malediccio, painted by someone called Serpent in 1937, and worth just 40 grand. The stolen painting was worth less than the others. So why did the thief target it? This was where the stolen painting had hung. Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't. So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. This was an inside job. The button bypassed the pressure pad system. Cutting the wire had disabled the pads. The pressure pad appeared to be working fine, but the cut wire had ensured that the alarm wouldn't sound when the painting was removed. It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen. The priest was giving last rites to the gallery owner. I didn't want to interfere. The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise there. Pizza. The street was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief. You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in style. The room looked like some sort of... I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner. Excuse me.
Monsieur?
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to. Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Well, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty. The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
Bourgeois, vacuous and overpriced. Just like its overblown curator, Hector Lane.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight, for sure. If you see him, give him this bill. And tell him to pay up next time.
I wondered whether Lane was in a hurry to get somewhere, or just trying to skip paying his bill. Would you like a slice of pizza?
I think not, monsieur. You must remember we are in Paris, the culinary capital of the world.
Thank.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead, but from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted. Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around. Even unconscious, Lane was... I was going to need... It was going to take something... No one had noticed the pizza box fall onto the floor. I decided to leave it alone. Excuse me, Father.
Yes, my son.
I'm George Stobart. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
A senseless murder.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest. I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands. He definitely looked better. Poor guy. There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand. It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m. Be ready. Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place at 2:30 p.m. There was something fishy going on around here, and it wasn't just the canapes. I quickly replaced the note. In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within. Poor guy. Poor guy. Here today, gone tomorrow. A cryptic note and a bottle of overpowering cologne. No personal effects or anything else of substance. I definitely needed to check out that office. Time to awaken the beast. What?
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted. The nail clippers were monogrammed with the letters HL. Heck. Dr. Lane. They must have fallen out of his pocket. Welcome back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
This guy. Here you go.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
You know you want it.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here.
You damn straight you're gonna eat that pizza.
Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable. Now, what's been going on? Oh, Henri, is he
Dead? Afraid so.
poor chap? Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Yes, our paths have crossed. In the Glees Gallery?
Of course. The man with the absinthe. I don't suppose you...
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
I'm George Stobart. I insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course. We worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative powerhouse.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my curatorial wing. And now the poor fellow has gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code to that door. So you curated the exhibition? What's it about?
A brilliant retrospective. A dialectical window on European art's ongoing discourse with the unresolved psychoses of the nation-state.
Wow, you took the words right out of my mouth. Do you know anything about the stolen painting?
Of course, dear boy. La Maledictio, a little-known work, turned up at the last minute.
What about the killer? Were you able to get a look at him?
A delinquent in a tin hat. Beyond that, I don't really recall.
Oh yeah, you fainted.
Those of us with a higher aesthetic are more sensitive to violence.
What can you tell me about the stolen painting?
La Maledictio? A challenging piece. If you like a wide cast of obscure saints and fringe Christian symbolism, of course. Not especially valuable, though. The thief won't get much for it on the black market.
How about some more of this?
I don't think so. As a sel volatile, it was acceptable. As a cologne, it would be barbaric.
Oh, looky here. This is interesting. An unpaid bill. From the cafe next door.
Your point?
It's your bill, Mr. Lane. Pink champagne. Nice touch. The waiter wants you to pay up, by the way.
My financial affairs are none of your business.
Are these your nail clippers?
Of course. See, they're monogrammed with my initials.
Who painted the stolen painting?
Therein lies a mystery. We only know his pseudonym, El Serp. He was a Catalan, a modernist. His works are symbolic, religious.
So, you help run this place? maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice. I needed to turn the heat up. Father?
Yes, my son.
Did Henri say anything before he died?
He said, "Stop the car. I want to get in."
What does that mean?
We may never know.
What did you mean when you said that a great evil had taken place?
Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Peter 5:8. The devil is all around, Mr. Stobart.
What brought you to the exhibition, Father?
The painting.
Which one?
La Maledictio, of course.
The painting that was stolen.
I had to confront the evil.
I think there's something strange going on here.
Yes, Mr. Stobart. At last you see the truth.
No, Father. I mean that the robbery looks like an inside job.
The devil's work is always an inside job.
A wire in the painting's alarm was deliberately cut.
Cut by the devil himself, perhaps.
Well, as far as I know, sightings of guys with horns and tails have been a little down recently.
You mock me, Mr. Stobart. But as you will discover, the devil likes to have the last laugh.
What do you know about the man who painted La Maledictio?
El Serpent. He was a man playing with fire. The fire of eternal damnation.
Tell me about the stolen painting.
Whoever gets close to it will burn in hell.
Do you know the code to get into the office?
No. But you could always pray and ask for divine guidance.
With respect, Father, I'm looking for a slightly quicker solution. I still needed to figure out the code to that Cupid. Someone had cut a wire and sabotaged the alarm. Sabotage. Lane's nail clipper. I decided to leave. Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
And why, pray, should I do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply. I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code for the office door.
But that's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that. Someone sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting. A wire was cut.
What? Who could have got into the alarm system?
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
You're not suggesting that I...
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they...
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on a stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Are you accusing me? How dare you? I had no reason to kill Henri, no motive whatsoever.
Okay, but I don't think the cops will see it like that. And I sure would like that door code. I hate to say this, Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this murder.
So you keep saying, Mr. Stobart.
The evidence is piling up against you, Mr. Lane.
This is ridiculous.
I have evidence that puts you near the gallery late last night. But give me the code to the door, and the cops don't need to know a thing.
Impossible. What evidence?
Take a look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So?
You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know. A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good, Mr. Lane.
You are a blackmailer.
Got you dead to rights, buddy.
Just doing my job.
Give it up.
All right.
Thank you.
You have me. The number is 6397. But I admit to none of these spurious accusations.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast. What was that number again? 64...
Everyone, hold it right there.
Damn it.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. Closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor. Mo, I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or out. Apart from me, of course.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mou. Our paths had crossed before. Sergeant Mou, we meet again.
Aha, Madame Collard. An unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu! That poor man! Who is Inspector Navet?
Ah, the most promising young investigator on the force. A genius. A man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame Collard.